Hey class, and welcome to SPFA 685, Advanced Principles of Strength Training and Conditioning for Athletes. I am Dr. Joni Boyd, and I will be the professor for your course. So I'm creating an introduction video like what I want you to create. So the first information that I'd like for you to cover is just personal information about yourself. What you like to do, where you're from, your undergraduate school, what your undergraduate degree was in, and then give us some information about why strength and conditioning is of interest to you. So here's mine. I am Dr. Joni Boyd. I am originally from Hickory, North Carolina. I earned my bachelor's degree in exercise science from the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, where I also played softball. I attended Winthrop University for my master's degree in sport and fitness administration, just like you. And I also achieved my PhD in exercise science from the University of South Carolina. So go Gamecocks. In addition, I am a mom and a wife. I have 4 children. My stepson is 10. I have a daughter that's 5, almost 6, and a daughter that's 4, and a son that's 2. So my life pretty much revolves around Nick Jr. and Disney movies. In addition to that, my husband is a full-time high school teacher for special education and a high school football coach. So sports and football and Disney Junior, of course, pretty much runs my life. I love teaching. I especially love teaching anything regarding strength and conditioning for athletes. I love training. I love working out. I love being in the weight room. I love the smell of the weight room. All the gross stuff about it just is awesome to me. I also perform research on athletes, so I'm fully invested. I teach programs for the National Strength and Conditioning Association in addition to this online course that you're taking. I'll talk to you more about that later in the semester, but if you're interested in taking an additional prep course to prep you for the exam, that'll be an option for you. But let's move on to some requirements for the course. So that introduction, all you, okay? That's all you really need to provide in your video so that we can watch and give great feedback. And I want to see your face. I want to see you guys smile and what you like and what you love to do and your favorite teams. By the way, my favorite teams are, of course, your hometown North Carolina Tar Heels and the hometown Carolina Panthers, as you see. So huge fans of any sport, but those are my loves. Those are my hearts when it comes to competition. Of course, I follow closely UNC Wilmington sports, Winthrop sports, as well as Gamecock sports. Fully invested in those as well. Now, let's move on to the course. So the course itself will be divided into weeks throughout Blackboard, and you will be expected to read and cover content in about 2 chapters a week so that we can get through the entire text of the information that will be subject on the exam. I have decided to just make this course as much like the exam as possible. So the majority of all of your points are coming from quizzes that will be exam-like and exams. So each chapter has 10-question quiz. The text that we're talking about is the Essentials of Strength Training and Conditioning, which you need. Get it online, get it in the bookstore. Bookstore is great. It helps keep money in Winthrop and fund Winthrop resources, but get it online if you need to, or if you already have it. You need the updated version, 4th edition. The exam is changed since the 4th edition has been published. But you will start next week with chapters 1 and 2. There are 2 quizzes, a quiz for each chapter, and the quizzes are 10 questions and multiple choice, just like what you'll see on the exam. For the chapter quizzes, you will be able to use your book. You'll be able to have open book, open note. I do encourage you to read the chapter first. I will also have available for you study sheets and worksheets if you like. You're not required to use them, but they can help you in your study tools. Additionally, I will include a link for the certification guide, certification guide through the NSCA. This is actually what you'll complete the first discussion on. It tells you all the information that you need to know about the CSCS exam. So that's what this class is designed to do, prepare you for the Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist exam. And we're going to do that week by week. In addition to the chapter quizzes, you will have a Scientific Foundations exam, which consists of 80 questions that are just from those chapters that are related to the sciences. And then you'll have a Practical Applied exam that's just related to the chapters for practical and applied exercise technique, program design, etc. As you'll see, that's how the actual exam is broken up into 2 content areas. So that's the purpose. And then finally, the last week of class, the week of finals, you will complete a mock real-life type of CSCS exam through Blackboard. Again, the goal is to get you as much exposure to the type of questions you might see on the exam as possible. Here's why. You need to identify areas where you're strong. You need to identify areas that need help. So I want you to really take each chapter very seriously. This test is tough, as those of you that have taken it already know. It's not easy. And you can study and study and study and not achieve the outcome that you want. Here's my tip. Be smart in how you study. Okay? That's what we're going to do. So this first week, all I want you to focus on, in addition to your personal introduction video, is the information that you need to know for the exam. We're going to break down how many questions you'll see in specific chapters that's relative to the exam. How much time you should spend in each chapter as it relates to the overall goal of the exam. Study smarter, not more, okay? This is what we say in training, right? Don't train more, train smarter, train better. Utilize as many resources as possible while I'm only requiring that you have the text for the exam, and I'm only requiring that you complete quizzes for the chapters. Use the worksheets if they help you. If they help you to grasp the information and get it, use it. I will upload PowerPoints from the text that you can use and you can go through. Again, you're not required to, but you can. The NSCA does have additional resources available, as you will see in the first discussion that will be due. You can purchase additional things through the NSCA. There are videos on YouTube, some good, some bad, but there are resources available for you. You need to be fully immersed in this content, okay? And try to apply it and understand it as much as possible. Use all the resources that you can. There are 2 potential outcomes to this class. A, you get a grade. That's it. You get a grade, you decide not to take the exam, or you take the exam and you don't pass. Regardless, you get a grade. And for most of you, it'll probably be a passing grade as long as you just complete the assignments. Or option B is you get a grade, which is probably a good grade, and you pass the exam. You become a certified strength and conditioning specialist through the time that you invest in this course, okay? That's what I would like to see, okay? That's ultimately my goal, is a high percentage of you decide to take and actually eventually pass the exam, okay? So first week, introduction video of yourself, and then an introduction discussion into the content and the expectations of the exam, and then we'll move from there. I do post videos from time to time, so make sure you chime in and watch them and listen. Go Panthers. Signing off.